Hi Taurus, this is your winter solstice / Saturn-Jupiter conjunction reading, aka the Great Conjunction, Bethlehem Star. Alright you guys, let's get one Earth Wisdom Oracle for your overall energy, and then we'll get right into your reading. This is your overall energy. Let's see what we have for Taurus. What do we have for Taurus for this Saturn-Jupiter conjunction? I've never drawn this before. Number 6, freedom. Look at that. I was like, what is that? I thought it was a key, but it's a woman there. It's beautiful. Alright, I will hold the image up while I read. Let's see what this says. I've never drawn this before. I still haven't seen all my oracle cards, you guys. I only see them when I draw them. I explore them with you guys. So, let's see what this says. Blackberry supports shadow work, helps face primal fears, protects and heals. Obsidian exposes flaws, weaknesses, and blockages and provides support when facing them. True freedom requires intense shadow work. Face your deepest fears. Feel your hardest, scariest, most shameful emotions. Only through recognizing and naming them can you finally deal with them and be free. Do not go alone in the shadows of your soul. Call on the dark goddess who will guide and protect you. I am ready to face my worst fear or shameful emotion. I know I am not alone and that the dark goddess will guide me toward true freedom. Alright, let's see what your spread says, you guys. And I'm going to draw a Cosmic Dancer Oracle at the end of the spread as well for advice. Let's see what we have for Taurus. I feel like this is like telling you to be free, to be who you are, and not to be ashamed, you know? Because it's number 6, freedom. Alright, let's see what we have for Taurus. What do we have for Taurus? Oh, we got a flipper here. The Hanged Man. I feel like you guys are looking at the world through a new set of eyes here. Knight of Swords crossing the Hanged Man here. Definitely your perspective is changing here. And then you have the shadow below. You're going through I feel like you guys could be going through a dark night of the soul or facing your fears during this time, and also the darkest parts of yourself, and doing shadow work right now. And seeing that part of yourselves and accepting it, I feel like. Because everyone does, you know, everyone goes through that, and then they see that there has to be balance between the light and the dark, you know, like they both have to exist for us to even like understand light or dark, you know. So there has to be balance. So I feel like you guys are doing some shadow work here, going through also feeling the dark sides of yourselves here and not being ashamed of it. And that's okay, you guys. Like, That's nothing to be ashamed of. A lot of spiritualists are like, oh, love and light, and it's all love and light. And it's like, no, it's not, you know? We have to have balance with the good in us and the bad in us. We all have that, you know? And none of us have a place to judge others for it. And I feel like you're learning that here with this Page of Swords in the recent past. You've gotten some clarity here. Look at this. You've learned something. There's light surrounding this Page of Swords head. You saw something. Don't be afraid of your shadow self, because it's there. It's always there. Nobody's perfect, and we all have a balance. Oh my God! Just as I was saying that equilibrium came out, this is the same as, darn it, what's it called in my other decks? I can't believe I forgot. It's associated with Sagittarius. I was just saying that has to be balance and everything. That's so funny that came out. Oh my God, no. Oh, Temperance. It's the same thing as the Temperance card. And this is called the Equilibrium in this deck. Equilibrium. See how she's balancing the water there? And there's these two pillars with a rainbow. There has to be balance with everything. And I feel like you guys are understanding that here. I feel like you guys have gone through a dark night of the soul and faced your shadow self, and also learned that it's okay, you know? We can't just shun it from ourselves, because if we did that, then it would come up with a vengeance, you know, like, and then it would cause chaos or harm to ourselves or others. So we have to, like, kind of find that balance there between the good in us and the bad in us, everything in the light and the dark, you know. And I feel like everyone has to do that, you know. Maybe you guys are meant to teach that, especially with this Page of Swords here. Look at that light surrounding this Page of Swords head. You guys have seen this, and I feel like some of you are meant to teach this. Oh my gosh, look at this. Page of Cauldrons. You guys are definitely learning your balance and your spirituality here. The cups are about your spirit, your intuition, your sight. And there's also this fish here that is giving this person wisdom here. And that Hanged Man indicates wisdom as well. Alright, let's see what else we have for Taurus. This reading is almost over. It's pretty straightforward. Very straightforward. I feel like this is very spiritual for you guys here. Especially with that Freedom card there. Doing some shadow work. Some of you could be moving towards new love. Hope, you know, going for balanced love here. And you're freeing yourselves of a toxic situation. Especially with that Knight of Swords crossing here. Crossing the Hanged Man here. You're not going to be stuck anymore. You're like, nope, I'm moving forward. Or some of you are just like kind of being patient and holding back from taking any action or any, what is the word? Irresponsible action, or I feel like you're thinking things through here instead of just rushing forward with something here. And I feel like, yeah, definitely you have the Four of Swords here. And also, you guys, I told this to I forgot, a Cancer. This looks like the light of the Bethlehem star, which is the Saturn-Jupiter conjunction, shining down on you. I feel like you guys are taking it easy here. You're very stable in your In your mind, you're like making very well thought out decisions. You're not just rushing forward, especially with that Hangman. You're being very wise too with the Hangman there. You're making sure that you learn everything about something before you move forward here. I feel like you've been taught a lot of patience with the Equilibrium card there. With whatever this situation is about. But you're definitely moving towards some kind of new beginning here, some kind of new passionate beginning. You guys might have some kind of new creative idea that you want to pursue. Or something, it could have been something that you already started as well. That was a creative endeavor. And look at that, there's the castle in the background there. Whatever you created, you're like, you know, it's just on the horizon here. And there's also this river. I feel like it's going to be coming in soon. In your hopes and fears, you have the Page of Wands. You're definitely hoping to create your own path here. Your own beginning. And there's a lot of new beginnings with the pages. Page of Swords, Page of Cauldrons, Page of Wands. Also a lot of clarity and insight and knowledge, especially with that Hangman here. Look at this. Look at all that light coming from his head here. It also, there's 3 lights representing mind, body, spirit. Father, Son, Holy Spirit. However you guys see it. I feel like it's fundamentally, it's the same thing. You're definitely moving towards a lot of new here. And you're being very patient. Oh my god, you got all the pages. You got the Page of Shields as your overall outcome. You got all the pages in this reading, you guys. There's definitely a lot of new beginnings here in your physical life, your spirituality, your emotional, your emotions, your mental mind. There's a lot of, you've gained a lot of wisdom with that Hangman. You see things from a different perspective and you're trying to move forward towards some kind of new beginning here. And you're being very patient. You're trusting that it's going to come towards you here. Some of you might feel stuck and you're trying to learn or find a way out. But I feel like Spirit is trying to tell you that you have this within you with this Ace of Wands. Like, hey, you have this creativity in you to come up with a solution to get yourself out of this energy here. And I feel like this is illuminating that too. With this light coming down and this 4 of Swords. And the Hangman. But I definitely do feel like for a lot of you guys, you have found balance, you know, between your light and your shadow self here. And you guys are still seeking out more knowledge. You're very spiritual and you're very passionate about it with that Ace of Wands. And it's coming in for you. Especially because you're seeking it out with all these pages, you guys. You got all 4. Page of Swords, Page of Cauldrons, Page of Wands, and the Page of Shields. There's definitely clarity and knowledge coming in for you guys with that Hangman. And a new perspective. And balance. Alright, you guys, whatever that's about, you guys will know what that is. I feel like it's some kind of, you guys are on some kind of, you know, some kind of journey towards a new beginning. You definitely want it with this Knight of Wands, or Knight of Swords, but I feel like you're being forced to kind of stay. It's crossed, so I feel like you're kind of being forced to, like, look at things from a different perspective here. You know, learn a little bit. There's definitely a whole lot of cards indicating that with the Hangman and the 4 of Swords and the shadow below. This could also be feeling bound, feeling stuck. You guys might feel like you're stuck in a situation here and you're hoping for balance. You're hoping for things to be fair and to move towards some kind of new beginning. And I feel like it's going to come in for you guys with that Ace of Wands there. It's going to come in through with Spirit here. Just be patient with that Equilibrium card there. And the Four of Swords and the Hangman. Alright, you guys. Let's get one. You definitely want freedom here. Whatever this is for you guys. Whatever this is. Like, some of you could be going through the dark night of the soul. And you just want to come out of that, you know. But it's going to happen, you guys. Just be patient. There's something you guys need to learn. Especially with all these pages here. You have all four here. I feel like it's trying to teach you how to manifest. Whoa, we got one that flipped right away for your advice from the Cosmic Dancer Oracle. And look at this. There's balance and mirroring here. Number 40, look in the mirror. I will hold that up while I read from it. And that will conclude your reading, Taurus. All right. Look deeply at the situation at hand. It is not coming from outside of you. You have brought it forth as a mirror of some aspect of your soul. Knowing this, how can you shift it in a way that is most empowering to you and that brings about the best possible outcome for all concerned? Just as you have manifested this situation, you also have the power to change it according to your will. While you may be tempted to blame fate, chance, or other people for challenges or hardships, when you don't take full responsibility for each and every condition in your life, you forfeit your power to create positive changes you desire. Oh, sorry, guys. Guilt and blame are worlds away from responsibility. In other words, drawing this card has nothing to do with feeling guilty or placing blame on yourself. In fact, guilt and blame have no place in this issue at all. Instead, you are being reminded to dwell in a state of calm neutrality as you recognize the outside world as a reflection of yourself. The next step is to learn, grow, expand, and evolve in precisely the way the situation requires. If the presence of your inner reality in this external condition is not immediately apparent to you, know that it is your unconscious and subconscious beliefs, habits, and traits that are projected outward to create your life experience. Mini Coco! You will benefit from shining the light of consciousness into the shadows. Alana, can you go out there, please? Can you bring them out there? I'm almost done with this one. Alright, you will benefit from shining the light of consciousness into the shadows lurking under the surface of your awareness. Peer into the mirror of truth and look deeply at the aspects of yourself you may not have previously wanted to accept. Pay particular attention to the traits in others that especially hurt, annoy, or irritate you. Where may you be harboring similar or identical traits? For example, if you feel resentful toward another for not valuing your time. What are you doing?
Nothing, I just want to be in there.
How can you set boundaries and make more time for the things that you care about? If you feel mistrustful of another, in what ways have you been untrusting of your inner voice? Even though this sort of shadow work can appear intimidating, it is among the most liberating inner work that you can do. Just like light disperses darkness, the radiance of your consciousness attention can dissolve these old shadow stories and free you up to experience ever-expanding degrees of happiness, harmony, and success. Embody the message of this card by looking into a mirror and expressing love. Even if you feel silly or awkward, touch your heart, look deeply into your own eyes, and say, I love you, your name. Then touch your forehead. Alana, please don't. I'm almost done. Okay, I gotta read that again. Even if you feel silly or awkward, touch your heart, look deeply into your own eyes, and say, I love you, and say your name. Then touch your forehead and say it again. Repeat this going back and forth between your heart and your forehead until you believe yourself. Throughout the process, lovingly take note of any painful thoughts or feelings that come up. With immense respect for yourself and everyone concerned, become more conscious of your role in this situation. Sorry about the dogs, you guys. We have 2 puppies. Align with yourself with the truth of your essence as love. Connect with your heart's deepest longing to embody, serve, see, and be love. Once you do this, everything will immediately change for the better. Alright, you guys, I'm so sorry about that. Sorry about the interruptions. Mini Coco! Knock it off! They fight a lot, you guys. They play fight, and I feel like they're teenager puppies right now at this stage because they're like kind of mid-sized. But anyways, you guys, I'm so sorry about the interruptions. I hope you guys enjoyed the reading. That was your Saturn-Jupiter conjunction as well as your winter solstice reading. You guys take care, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye, Taurus.